This is Sunset Sessions on Event Live, and right now I'm speaking with Sammy Hagar. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm very good, and I just did that whole thing in there. I guess so the people are going to see parts of this on this show or whatever, but it's really cool to be able to stand up in front of like people that are in the business, people that play your records and people that make records and all that stuff, and play them new stuff, because you really get a good feeling if a song's good or not. You know what I mean?
And you were good in there.
So I enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. That gave me some insight to the new songs that I just recorded.
Great.
Fun.
So you've been enjoying Sunset Sessions so far?
Yeah, I haven't done this before, and I'm just kind of in and out today because I have to go to do another event tonight in Las Vegas, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I'm a busy guy.
You are a busy guy. I mean, you've got your rum, you've got your music, you've got your book. Tell us what's been going on.
I don't know how I keep all them balls in the air, juggling without dropping something. But I whenever I do a project, whether it's the rum or my tequila when I did that, or the Cabo Wabo, or make a new record or go out on tour, whatever I do it when I feel like doing it. You see, it's not like work that way. Like I go, man, I really want to go out on tour. I'm tired of sitting around and messing with my rum and all that stuff. So I want to go out on tour. So I go out on tour, and then I really enjoy it that way. Instead of saying, oh God, I got to go out on tour. I think that's really the key to being happy with what you're doing. To be able to do all those things is you prioritize each thing, where you do it when you want to do it. And so I want to go out on tour, so I'm going out on tour next month. I want to make rum, I make rum. I want to drink tequila, I drink tequila.
Nice. Very nice.
I want to make music, I make music. It's kind of fun.
Well, you've had an insane career. I mean, cultural milestones with pretty much every band you've been in. What else are you out to achieve? What else is there for you to do?
Oh, man, I don't know, it's kind of embarrassing because I have still so many ideas and so much passion for doing things. But one thing that I've added into my life that I say from this point on in my life, I had an experience with some children that I witnessed something really that broke my heart. And I said, I got to see if I can help do something about that. So right now, I'm just saying for the rest of my life, one of the things I'm going to devote a lot of my time to is helping people, and helping people that really need help. I'm talking about people that are completely on the bottom with nowhere to go, people with terminally ill children. I don't want to bum everybody out, but, in my neighborhood in Hawaii, I saw a terminally ill child, and the people didn't even have a car, and the kid needed help. And they didn't even have a way to take the kid to the hospital every day to get dialysis and so forth. They was dying, and you're just sitting there going, man, I can't let this happen. I can do something about that. So that's how it started. And it really, there's so much of that going on. So I would just devote a little bit of my time to doing that. So that's one of the things that I want to do.
Well, that's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, it is a nice thing to do. More people should do it that can.
They should. You can inspire them to do it.
Yeah. But I don't like to bum people out because I'm Mr. Happiness. I want everybody to be happy.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Chicken foot.
Yeah.
Where did that name come from? Is that a tat of a chicken with a foot?
And my T-shirt. I was trying to get a job in a bar.
Yeah.
And I, as with my band when I was young, when I was 20, I wasn't even 21 yet, so I couldn't really be in there. But I was hustling the owner. He was out in front working on the outside of it, and they had bands there. I knew they had bands, so I said, I stopped my car and I went and I said to the guy, hey. I have a band. Can I play here? And he goes, what's the name of your band? And I went, Chickafoot. And I had just got this tattoo when I was 19 years old. And it was so funny because, and that name is stuck with me. So I called the band Chickenfoot. We got to play there.
Yeah.
And then that was back, 100 years ago, when I was 20. But anyway, long story short, so when Chickenfoot, when I started with Chad and Mike, and we played the Cabo Wabo, we were going to play there one night. Chad Smith came down, and and I said, hey, you want to play? And he said, yeah. It's Michael Anthony's there. Okay, let's go out and play. What are we going to play? I don't know, No Bad Moon Scooter. You know this song. Okay, some Stones. We'll play some Led Zeppelin. Okay, let's just go down and play. And we go, what are we going to call ourselves? And I said, Chickenfoot.
Chickenfoot.
And it's, I don't know. That's kind of the way I do things.
I like that. That's cool. And what about your musical influences?
You.
Thank you.
You're one of my main influences.
Thanks, Sammy.
Wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't even be in this business, I don't think.
Back when I wasn't born and all that, and you started out, yeah, I can see that working. No, seriously,
Oh, God, you're as
influences?
much of an influence as everybody else. I'm one of them people that is, I'm a sponge, man, and I just absorb everything I hear and everything that's around me. You know, like that doing that Depeche Mode song, Personal Jesus, on my record. I mean, that's what a sponge I am. I was driving to the studio to jam with Chad Smith and Michael Anthony and Neil Schon for my new CD, and we didn't know what we were going to play. We knew one song we were going to play, but we knew we were going to, you know, goof around, see if we could write a song or something. I hear Personal Jesus in my car on the way there. I said, hey, man, I just heard Personal. What a badass tune, you know, blah, blah, blah. And we do it. So now you could say, oh, Depeche Mode's one of my influences. I'm just one of those kind of people that really am easily inspired.
It's a good way to be.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what, saves you a lot of agony of sitting around going, now what am I going to do? You know, somebody walks by and says something, and you go, oh, I'll do that. That sounds like fun.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy way to live.
And what about your rum? Tell us about your rum, because I just tried it before. I just turned 21, so I can finally drink in America, and it's quite nice.
When you smell it, and you smell that, and you go, it smells sweet, and it smells kind of coconutty, and it smells kind of pineapple-y, a little guava in it, and it's there's nothing in that. That is pure cane sugar from Hawaii, juiced cane made into this wonderful, pristine, pure sugar that you make the mash out of, and the water comes from Hawaii, and then the way it's filtered and distilled and stuff is very unique, but that helps. But the main thing is that sugar is so damn good because all those pollens and all the air, you know, it rains there every 20 minutes, and you have a quick little sprinkle. So the sugar cane gets all those pollens into the water, and it goes into the ground. And sugar cane, it tastes like other things. To where if you get sugar cane in Jamaica or something, I don't want to tell you what it tastes like. If you try to take a bite off, it's like, oh, Lord, chemicals and stuff they put in the ground, you know. And Hawaii, the ground is so fertile because it's volcanic and it's young. Hawaii's what, 200 years old or something? I don't know, but how long it's been. Yeah, but it's very. It's just really good, and the reason it's good is because what it's made out of. It's not because I'm some genius. It's really made from the best stuff, and you smell it, and you just always.
It does smell very nice.
When someone came up to me, I could smell it on their breath. I could know what it smells like. I did a blind tasting with these people that were saying, "Oh, what do you? Yeah, you don't really know. What's so different about this rum?" I said, "You give me every white rum." I told this bartender with these other people, "You put every white rum in a different glass, same glass, you know, same type, size, everything, and every white rum you have here." And I went through them. I went, smell. I said, can't tell you what these are because I don't know them, but I went, that's my rum. Done. So then they tried to pull a trick, put two of them with my rum. I went, that's my rum. And I went, wait a minute, that's my rum too.
They couldn't trick you. Well, you've got your rum.
You can't trick me up with my own stuff, man.
Of course
it's impossible.
not. Who do they think you are? You've got your rum and you've got your Cabo Wabo tequila. So is it safe to assume that you enjoy your alcohol?
Well, no, you know, I don't drink that much. I mean, when I drink, I want to drink really good stuff. You know, I'm mostly a wine guy, but I don't make wine because the type of wines that I drink, I couldn't make wine that good. But when you go around and you taste other people's rums, this is better rum. And when you went around, when I made my tequila, there was a bunch of bad tequilas out there. But I liked tequila, but I didn't. They would be like, oh, nasty. Whew. You know, a couple of shots, you would go, whew, give me a beer. You know, make a margarita, will you? You know. So I tried to make something that's better than everything that's out there. And that's easy to do with some things, not with fine wine. So I don't make fine wine, you know.
I like wine.
Yeah,
That's
me
good.
too.
Now, you're an incredible, incredible musician. Have you got some advice for inspiring artists out there? Aspiring artists.
Sure I do. I think that the first thing you need to do if you want to be a musician is to, unless you want to be I'll start over. If you want to be a solo musician like a Bob Dylan and just play guitar or play piano and sing, and you don't care about playing with other people, then do that as much as you can. But if you want to be in a band, to be in a rock band, you have to play with other people. Mm-hmm. And you need to go out and play with as many people as you can, and as often as you can, or start a band and just play as much as you can and go out and play in front of people. Write your own songs, play other people's songs that you want. Like if you want to be like a band, if you want to be like U2 or you want to be like, you know, Kings of Leon or something, then, you know, you can play their songs to get your chops up. But the idea is to write your own music in the vein that you want it. And the really key to it is you got to decide what kind of music you want to play in your head. What do you really want to play? It's so hard to do, but everyone thinks, gee, you know, well, just think about it and start playing that music that you're hearing in your head, and that will be your original identity. And you will make music for the rest of your life that'll sound and taste and look like you. So being original is really important for making it, I think. But that's how you do it. You start those steps. Start with the bands you like, play their music. Then start writing your own music that's like their music. And then start really soul searching and say, what do I really want to hear coming out of my voice or out of my guitar? What do I really want to hear? And go and start trying to make that happen. And you're there. Just keep playing in front of people, all you can.
Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us today. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is Emily King on Sunset Sessions on Event Live.
How cute is she?